Okay, so many people who've watched this channel in the past have heard me discuss in my own pleasant way the failings of behavior in their handling of Dead by Daylight, specifically in the 6 years before the Epic Balance patch that recently was given to the game. Of course, I take full credit for that patch since they probably saw my video discussing a balance patch years ago. Anyway, I built this small channel on that criticism and discussion. Unfortunately for me, that reputation follows me here to VHS, a game that I have much more faith in and have yet to be motivated to critique because of how much I genuinely enjoy the game. Back then, I would criticize the game and behavior however I saw fit out of frustration of the issues that existed at the time. What's new this time with VHS is that several people have sent me messages, comments, and emails asking if I'm going to talk about the issues in the game, not out of frustration, but in fear of the game's failure. We all want VHS to be wildly successful, but if problems aren't solved quickly, some fear that VHS will become another Death Garden. Several of these fans and content creators have told me that they don't want to speak up about these issues because they're afraid they'll lose the chance to become a rewinder for the game, a program that just recently started up. And as a coconut of integrity, that means I have to talk about the issues, even if it means souring the devs' impression of me and losing the opportunity to become a rewinder myself in the process. As such, I've given them the opportunity to see this script ahead of time. At the time of recording this, though, I haven't received a response from the team. I love the devs, I love VHS, and because of that, we're going to take a hard look at the issues players are facing right now in the hopes that they'll be changed soon, and at least addressed sooner, so the game can experience the colossal success many of us think Video Horror Society is capable of. In this video in particular, let's start with the Founders Packs.
Space Coconut.
I was so pumped to get this thing, I saved my money months in advance to buy it right when it became available. And I did. But in my haste, I didn't even look at the other packs until the issue was brought to my attention by other players. The $25 Founders Pack gives you 8 items off the bat and 2 movies with challenges to unlock the rest of the items. We'll talk about the challenges in a second, but look at the rewards. For the monster, you only get skins for the feet. The monster scream here is nice and worthwhile on its own. For the teens, you get a coat based on the Spectre Collector series, which is an adorable spoof of the Ghostbusters. You get a total of 1,000 fan bucks, and you can buy 1,200 in the store for 10. So you're getting about $16 to $17 worth of things that aren't fan bucks in the pack, like the emotes, stickers, portraits, cosmetics, and the scream. Whether you're getting your money's worth is a matter of opinion. But the biggest issue that's come up in my messages is that you don't simply unlock everything when you purchase the pack. You have to grind for it through challenges. Some players who have experience playing through the challenges aren't going to mind this aspect of the Founders Pack. I'm one of them since I have quite a bit of experience playing the game already. However, when you're asking a new player with no experience in the game to grind through challenges, it can be difficult for 2 reasons. First, the explanations of said challenges are somewhat unclear to new players. Second, some players were under the impression that they were paying for instant access to their purchase, and finding out the total price was not only money, but also grind time, resulted in disinterest, bad feelings, and loss of the new and busy player base. I was given the knowledge that a YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers and their spouse were very excited to play VHS and dive headfirst into the story and lore of the Beyond, and were instantly going to buy the Ultra Founders Packs because they loved Ghostbusters. What do you think happened when they found out they had to grind for it? They wanted a refund and are now unwilling to play the game due to the appearance of a bait and switch tactic in the Founders Packs, in addition to the manipulation between the Founders Pack tiers. What manipulation, you ask? Well, each Founders Pack has part of a full cosmetic set for teens and monsters, the pink runes for the monster, and the Spectre Collector outfit for teens. The $25 pack will give you the teen coat and monster feet. The $60 pack will give you the pink rune body and the goggles and slime-stained coat for teens, and the $100 pack will give you the pink rune head and the final version of the teen coat and the proton pack thingy as well. Of course, each pack had more stuff added to sweeten the deal, but the main draw of the packs like these were the cosmetics. The item spread of the cosmetics is interesting, particularly the Tortured cosmetic set for monsters. Buying the $65 pack instantly gave you access to the full cosmetic, no grinding required, and it wasn't spread across tiers of the Founders pack. The question then becomes, why were the items spread out this way? Of course, the answer is to sell packs. Hellbank can't be faulted for that. VHS is free to play after all, and the value is there in my opinion. But how would it feel for the players if the pink rune set was instantly unlocked in its entirety in the $100 pack, and the monochrome monster skins that were in there were then transferred to the $25 pack? One small change incentivizes players to purchase the $100 pack and instantly unlock the coolest cosmetic they want in the exact same way the Tortured set is unlocked in the $60 pack. And the $25 pack still gets a full, cool skin. All the while, players won't feel like they're getting scammed and manipulated into purchasing higher tiers to get a full cosmetic. And talking about that, let me ask you something and have you answer in the comments below. What would happen if the challenges were scrapped and players simply had access to everything they purchased? How would that hurt the player experience in this case? What's the benefit to making players grind for something they already purchased? This isn't exactly a battle pass, but I do think this is what future battle passes in VHS will look like. And that's fine, because players will know what they're buying. They're buying a thing that they will actively participate in to get goodies over time. That's not what anyone expected from the Founders packs. No one expected to be forced to invest many hours to earn cosmetics they'd already paid for. Sure, those players are going to play the game anyway, but the main issue is the mandatory time investment for cosmetics after the money investment has already been made. I mean, even myself, an experienced player in VHS, didn't realize that the Founders pack's cosmetics needed to be grinded for until after I'd purchased the item. The cosmetic spread and grind in the Founders pack is disheartening, but not irreversible, especially if the benefit of making the change is to improve the player experience and foster player goodwill when it comes to Founders packs and willingly choosing to support the game. These things are meant to be purchased with the mindset of helping the devs develop the game. That's what it means to be a founder of something. If these Founders packs were designed with that mindset, shouldn't they be filled with the value that thanks the player for purchasing the item, instead of giving them an incomplete reward with the intention of getting the player to spend more money than they might have wanted to, and then just saying, just kidding, you also have to play the game for many hours before you can play with the things you just bought? Remember the big YouTuber I mentioned before? Their plan was to have a stream with other VHS creators with their Ghostbusters outfits, and they were going to spoof and roleplay as if they were busting ghosts or monsters. That stream didn't happen because that particular creator didn't have the time to grind out the challenges before the scheduled stream and has shelved the game indefinitely instead. They're probably not the only one to do that when you look at the StreamDB charts and look at the all-time high compared to the 24-hour peak only a few days later, even yesterday. But that, of course, leads us to the next problem that VHS faces. How can teens grind out their Founders Pack challenges if they can only play 2 matches per hour? How can they enjoy the game if their queue times are longer than this video? Next time, we'll talk about the queue times in VHS along with the matchmaking issues we're having, because that, more than the Founders Packs, are probably driving players away from VHS. Let me know what you think of the Founders Packs, their price, and the grind they come with in the comments below. We definitely need to start questioning the questionable things in Video Horror Society. Like the video if you liked the video, dislike it if you disliked it, and until next time, I'm Space Coconut, and you're welcome.